Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 5 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 4 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 3 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 2 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 60 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 30 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 10 seconds.
When it comes to your health, are you seeing the check engine light come on more than normal? It's time to get under the hood. It's time for Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lange. Sponsored by Lange Eye Institute and Fortify Vitamins. Dr. Lange is a board-certified optometric physician and certified nutrition specialist, helping people see and feel better through proper nutrition for 25 years. The doctor is in. Call now with your questions at 877-943-9673. That's 877-943-9673. Here's your host, Dr. Michael Lange.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor and Happy New Year. First show of the new year, 2020, the year of the eye doctor. So pick up the phones and give me a call. We're live in the studios. This is early January 2020. 877-943-9673. So we're broadcasting through a variety of networks right now. I think we got it together this morning, and I really do. I think we're actually on a variety of Facebooks, Periscope, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and a variety of radio stations. I think it all came together for 2020. So can I have a hallelujah? All right. I hope everybody had a healthy New Year's, and I hope you're all working on your New Year's resolutions, right? We're going to talk about that today. New Year's resolutions should be in full swing. But remember, this is a live call-in show. My name is Dr. Michael Lange. I'm a board-certified optometric physician. I'm also a certified nutritional specialist. I'm the founder of Lange Eye Care and Associates, the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages, Fortify Vitamins, and Paleo Simplified. If you've got a question regarding your vision, eye care, or a nutritionally related topic, pick up the phones and give me a call at 1-877-943-9673. That's 877-943-9673. Participation is encouraged. I'm a little bit concerned about Bob. He's not the first caller of the morning. Bob usually comes in. He is. Bob is on the hold, but I can't see him on my call screen. All right. So we'll work on that in just a second here. Anyway, New Year's resolutions. I got to tell you, one of the biggest New Year's resolutions everybody should have is what? Proper diet. Avoiding the wrong foods. Are you doing that is the question. It's so easy for us to, order Domino's pizza and eat the whole pizza and those special little breadsticks and the 2-liter bottle of Coke. That's so easy. It's convenient, right? And it tastes good. But is it the right thing for you? So I put together the Lange diet plan, and now I'm working on something that I call the Lange survival diet. I might change the name to the Lange Longevity Diet. And I'm going to briefly go over this list of foods that I call the safe foods before we take the first call, okay? We're getting ready to take the first call in a second. But I want to go over this list of safe foods because I had numerous emails and texts and people contacting me about this. And I've done a lot of research on this. And, I wanted to develop a diet that is safe for your children, for your parents, for your grandparents, safe for everybody, that is FODMAP-free. That means it doesn't have any of the fruits and vegetables that ferment in your gut and cause bloating, okay? Oxalate-free. That means it doesn't increase your risk of kidney stones. And it doesn't have these little glass shards that are, ripping up your kidneys. Gluten-free. Organic, especially the dirty dozen. Low in environmental toxins and heavy metals. Low in lectins. Low in something called phytic acid. No aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are very high in certain foods. It's kind of like a fungus. No phytoestrogens. That's soy especially. And low in alkaloids. That's nightshades. So I'm going to go over this list of foods really quick before we take the first call. It's not a big list. These foods you can rest assured you can eat. You can eat as many as you want, and you're going to be healthy. Bell peppers, but they have to be organic, okay? Mustard greens, yellow squash, broccoli tops, cucumbers, kale has to be organic. Bok choy, cabbage, turnip root, not the turnip greens, the turnip root. Zucchini, lettuce has to be organic. Pineapples, bananas, lemons, and limes. Blueberries has to be organic. Strawberries has to be organic. and grapes has to be organic. And the final one is cantaloupe. Those you can eat, and you can rest assured they don't have any of the bad things in it. Now, what about all the other foods out there? Well, everything in moderation. So if you want to have some cauliflower, you want to have something like that, that's fine. If you want to have collard greens, that's fine. Everything in moderation. Heck, if you want to eat a little corn, you can have that every now and then. Even a little soy, especially if it's fermented, organic fermented soy like miso soup or tempeh is okay in moderation. But those list of foods are the ones you can eat daily as much as you want. All right, we're going to go to the phones now. Let's see. I think Bob's been waiting patiently. Bob, and good morning. Welcome to the program, and Happy New Year.
Well, good morning, Dr. Lang. Happy New Year to you, too. How was your racetrack deal last week?
Well, I actually went up to the mountains with my lovely bride, Tammy. We went up to the mountains. It was racing or go to the mountains and have a little getaway. So we went up to North Georgia, and then we went up to Asheville, and we went up to Black Mountain, and we hung out in some really cool cabins for a few days. And then after that, I started getting under the weather, and we're going to talk about what we can do naturally for the flu, influenza, which is a virus that everybody has right now. I decided to come home, and we actually picked up Tammy. We picked up Mackenzie and my mom, and we headed down to Sarasota. We hung out in Lido Beach for 3 days and got some sun and some vitamin D. So I did not race, but I was going to race Friday at Sebring. It's a warm-up race for the Winterfest. The Winterfest is coming up here on the 15th through the 19th at Sebring. So I'll be running in the GT class at the Winterfest at Sebring. What's that, a couple of weeks now?
Okay. Well, at least you were safe and sound. That's good. Dr. Lang, my question this morning is, is there any possibility, as remote as it might be, that vitamin and mineral supplementation would interfere with drugs?
Well, yes and no. Usually not, because most vitamins are whole food derivatives, okay? But there are some vitamins that can interfere, certain ones, and that's why you really have to look very carefully at vitamins and drugs that you're taking. Calcium is a big one. Calcium can block the absorption of many nutrients, and it can affect many drugs. So, yes, indeed. And that's why I always recommend when you're on a drug, look at the PDR, read up on it on the internet, and look and see what can have cross sensitivities, what foods, what vitamins, what other drugs. Because believe it or not, a lot of drugs interact and have some serious complications. Things as simple as being an eye doctor, we have to realize this, because even you being on certain drugs, and we use a certain type of a dilation drop, we can actually put you in a severe hypertensive crisis in the chair. And a lot of doctors, optometrists, and ophthalmologists don't even know this. But here's an example. An MAO inhibitor, something like Parnate, that is used for manic depressive patients. There's a lot of them out there, of bipolar disorders. These, if you use phenylephrine, you can have a severe hypertensive crisis. Your pressure could go from, your blood pressure could go way up, and your pulse could go from resting 60 to 200. So drugs, vitamins, foods, all can have cross sensitivities. That's a great question.
Okay. So then we have to go drug by drug?
Yes.
To determine whether we have any interaction?
Yes, you do. And remember, the big pharma, the big drug companies have to give you a list of all the potential side effects. So don't freak out. Now, I'm a big advocate of the least amount of medications, the best, okay? And that's why we talk about, ways of decreasing the amount of medications that you get on. But when you look at a PDR especially, you're going to see just a simple medication has so many lists of potential complications, including death. You don't freak out about that, because a lot of times it can be psychosomatic. You take the drug and you start having the symptoms because your brain thinks you're supposed to have those symptoms, and it hasn't even had enough time for it to get into your bloodstream. So it's good and bad having the internet, being able to research it, because it can make you a little crazy because you look at all the potential negative side effects. But it's also good to be an educated consumer.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Dr. Lang. You're going to be on the air next week?
I should be next week, yes. And then the following week, I'll be out because I'll be at racing. And then the last week of the month, we're actually going, Doc Hall and myself, we're going to the LA Fit Expo in Los Angeles, and that would be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll have to run a tape. So I'll be live today and live next week, and then we'll probably run a tape for 2 weeks in a row. But how great LA Fit Expo is great because we're going to be launching officially our Fortify Fit pre and post Ultimate Muscle Fuel at that location, at that event. And we're going to have T-shirts made, Join the Fit Revolution, which should be great for the Fit Expo.
Well, excellent. Okay, well, in your travels, be safe. Have a happy New Year to you. I'm glad that you, Tammy, and your mom had a chance to spend the weekend together. That's excellent. Glad to hear that.
Thank you, Bob, and Happy New Year to yourself.
Thanks, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Just had a little Wata water for those out there. Wata water is the only polarized, positively charged water on the market. So those of you that want to be detoxing, there's actually anecdotal evidence that people that have chelation therapy, when they drink this water, don't need the chelation therapy anymore. So supposedly the inventor of this water has told me that this binds to heavy metals and you excrete it out. So it's called Wata water. You can Google that and learn about it. Look at all the testimonials. That's W-A-T-T. So like a watt, and then dash A-H-H, Wata. It's from Aquanu. It's good stuff. All right. I am fixing the Instagram view there. All right, everything's fixed, and then we're going to open the phones again in just a second. If you've got a question, give me a call at 877-943-9673, 877-943-9673. Remember, the first hour, we're on a variety of networks, 8:20 a.m., a few FM radio stations here in the Bay Area, as well as 97.3 FM, The Sky, and a variety of social medias. The second hour, you're going to have to flip your dial and go, especially if you're in the Tampa Bay, Sarasota area, and go to the 860 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. in Sarasota. So 8:60 a.m. Tampa Clearwater, 9:30 a.m. Sarasota. And you can continuously watch me on any of my Facebook pages. So Facebook, Lange Eye Institute, Facebook, Fortify Vitamins, Facebook, Dr. Michael Lang, Facebook, Paleo Simplified, Facebook, Lang Nutrition Center. Hopefully Doc Hall is out there watching right now. Doc Hall runs the Lang Nutrition Center. He's an advisory board member for Fortify Vitamins. He is a valuable asset to Fortify Vitamins and myself. He's helping us launch the new Fortify Performance line, the Fortify Performance Nutrition line. Doc Hall is a clinical nutritionist and an icon in the sports nutrition industry. And you guys can see him at the Lang Nutrition Center free of charge. So the Lang Nutrition Center is in Ocala, right on State Road 200. It's my old Lang Eye Care building upstairs. Go in the elevator upstairs, first door on the right is the Lang Nutrition Center. You can have a free nutritional consultation with Doc Hall. He'll even do a free body mass and fat index evaluation on you. That's right, free. Nothing attached to that. You don't have to buy anything. It's totally free. And then you'll check out the protein section we have. We have whey protein isolates. We have whey protein concentrates. We have the new Fortify Fit pre-workout, post-workout muscle fuel, plus all the Fortify vitamins, the probiotics, the enzymes, the omega-3s. And we have a huge section of high-protein snacks. So this is new, relatively new. It's the largest section in Marion County of almost every type of natural protein bar, protein puddings, protein donuts, protein cookies. I mean, all sorts of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we have high-protein grits, all right? But come on by, check it out, the Lang Nutrition Center, upstairs, the old Lang Eye Care building. It's only two-story building on State Road 200, right across the street from the Paddock Mall. It's 3101 Southwest College Road. That's 3101 Southwest College Road. All right, and the phone number for the Lang Nutrition Center and for Fortify Vitamins is 866-503-9746. I'm going to give you that number one more time. Get a pen. The phone number for Fortify Vitamins, which goes right to the Lang Nutrition Center, is 866-503-9746. And, of course, Fortify Vitamins, the website is fortify.com. That's FORTIFEYE.com. One more time, FORTIFEYE, fortify.com. You can see a lot of research we've done on the supplements. All of the supplements I've developed are evidence-based by lots of good clinical science. All right, we're going to go back to the phones. I think Steve's been waiting patiently in Bradenton. Steve, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir. How we doing?
Fabulous.
If you want to get a real laugh, have Doc Hall do his Dusty Rhodes impersonation for you.
He does a good Dusty Rhodes. He does. He does even a better Arnold.
Oh, he didn't do that one for me, but he did Dusty Rhodes. It was really funny. And the story about when Dusty Rhodes went behind the snack counter and he told everybody that he wasn't Dusty Rhodes, his name was Bob Johnson. Ever tell you that story?
No, I have to ask him about that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, my question this morning is on Timolol to reduce your pressure in your eye. Is there any side effects to that?
Well, Timolol is an older medication. It's been around for a long time. I used Timolol to treat glaucoma, in the early 90s and the late 80s, okay? So is it a good drug? Is it a bad drug? It's okay. It's not my drug of choice for glaucoma, all right? But I use it a lot of times for patients. We're not getting, a proper lowering of the intraocular pressure. So it's good add-on as long as the patient is healthy, as long as the patient doesn't have congestive heart failure or any type of lung problems, asthma, COPD, anything like that. Because if you have breathing problems or heart problems, you do not want to be on a topical beta blocker. That goes into the blood immediately. If you're very tired all the time, you probably don't want to be on that. If you have a very low pulse, you don't want to be on that. So it's a drug. And once again, an eye drop is a drug. It gets into the bloodstream faster than an oral medication. So it goes into the eye, right into the capillaries, right into your bloodstream, goes right to the brain and right to the heart immediately. So you got to be very careful. If you don't have any contraindications, it's a good drug because it does lower the pressure, but it can make you tired. It can lower your heart rate and your respiratory rate. So if you have issues with that, you don't want to be on it.
Hey, 1 drop a day, is that often enough to keep the pressure down?
Yeah, 1 drop a day in the morning usually is fairly effective. You can use it twice a day, but use it per the doctor. Studies indicate that once a day dosing of a beta blocker is almost as effective as twice a day. And remember, I'm a big advocate, the least amount of medication that gets the job done.
Yeah, I agree with that. I got another quick question is, after you've had several procedures on your eye done, like macular pucker, and I had a detached retina, cataract, and then they had to come back to get the film off from the cataract, that film becomes, can your eye ever get back to 100%, or is it always going to be a little bit off?
Yeah, you've had a lot going on. You've had a lot of surgical procedures, laser procedures. You're going to be a little bit of compromised vision probably always. I'm not going to beat around the bush, okay? The whole key here is to stop the degradation in your vision, Steve, to stop it. And you have, taken the bull by the horn, so to speak, and you've done a lot of things since this radio show has started. I mean, you've changed your whole lifestyle. You've changed your diet. You've changed your supplements. Last time I talked to you, your blood sugar's been good. You're not overweight by any means. So you're doing everything you can. And, some of this is in God's hands now. So having a little faith, a little prayer, and certainly doing exactly what you've been doing, following your advice of your doctors. Remember, this is an educational program. This does never replace, the advice of your physician, a comprehensive eye exam or medical evaluation. So this is adjunct education to help you along the way.
I got a neighbor that is diabetic, and his A1C is 11. And when he goes to the eye doctor, they said there's no kind of diabetic damage or anything. Is that possible? He's been diabetic for years.
Yeah, but sooner or later, he's going to have some problems. An 11 A1C is not good. That means his fasting blood sugar is probably all over the charts. And I bet he's overweight as well, is he?
Slightly.
Yeah, so you need to talk to him and coach him into losing weight. And you know how to do that. And getting on the right supplements, the right diet plan. And I guarantee, that's my coon-ass accent coming out, his hemoglobin A1C will start to come down. Now, where will it go is the question. He's got to take his medication. And remember, people that have diabetic blood sugars that are all over the place, they have to be very careful of not being over-medicated because many of these doctors will fall into a hypoglycemic arena where their blood sugar is dropping very low down to 40 or 50 or sometimes lower than that. And you can die from that. All right. I mean, there's more complications related to being over-medicated and low blood sugar than highly medicated. So as you know, your blood sugar can be 400 and you don't have any symptoms. You feel fine. But if your blood sugar is 70, you start to feel crazy. And I mean, you can't even concentrate. So you have to have those little glucose wafers. Every diabetic listening to me either needs to have a thing of apple juice in their pocket or their purse, or glucose wafers and a little thing of apple juice, or some kind of sugar that you get instantly. Glucose wafers you can buy at Walgreens or Eckerd's or wherever those drugstores are. And those go into your system immediately, because you can be driving down the road, hypothetically, and you're a diabetic and you're on lots of diabetic medication, and for some reason you didn't have breakfast, okay, because you have an appointment to go to, and you're on the interstate, and the next exit is 25 miles, and you're starting to feel lightheaded and cognitively impaired. 25 miles is a long way to go, and you have nothing to eat. I mean, chances are you're literally going to die before you get that 25 miles, all right? You're going to pass out in that car. You're going to pass out in that car, and you're going to hit a tree. You're going to flip the car, and you're going to die. So in that case, literally, you got to pull over and eat dirt and grass. I mean, you got to get something in your system immediately. And that's why I say have those glucose wafers with you at all times in your pocket, no matter where you go. All right?
His daily blood sugar is like 290 and 300 every day, you know, and he's taking like 140 units of insulin, and it's still that high, you know?
Yeah, he needs to find a good nutritionist, all right? A good nutritionist combined with an endocrinologist, and the combination of those two should be able to get his blood sugar down. Remember, he's eating too many carbs. It's as simple as that, all right? If he's going to have breakfast could be, 3 eggs and some kale and, some green tea, some matcha tea. And then lunch could be a chicken salad, all right? Supper could be wild Alaskan salmon and broccoli and a salad and some water. And if he does that, chances are his blood sugar, he's going to be over-medicated then. And then that's why you have to have that sugar readily available, because if you're over-medicated, remember, that can be worse than under-medicated. But then he can adjust his medication with his doctor if he adjusts his diet. Most patients and most doctors are aware of this. They're not going to do what you say. They're not going to adjust their diet. And so diabetics are tough, because if all of a sudden they go on a really low-carb diet or keto diet or something like that, and they're diabetic, well, then they can throw them into hypoglycemia, which is just the opposite. So you got to be very careful. So counseling with a good nutrition specialist that specializes in diabetic nutrition is what I would recommend. Immediately.
I had a checkup with my MD the other day, and I was talking about the A1C, and he said he's seen one recently that was 37. He said, I didn't know they went that high. Have you ever heard of that?
A 37?
Yeah.
No, that's pretty high. I haven't heard that either.
He's been a doctor a long time. He says, I've never even heard of that before, and it was 37. So on a daily basis, it must be like 1,000, right?
Geez, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that patient's diet is probably pralines and Rocky Road ice cream.
All right. Thank you, Doctor. It was very nice talking to you.
All right, Steve. Have a good one. And Happy New Year.
You too. Same to you, brother. Bye-bye.
All right. You're listening to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Institute and Fortify Vitamins. If you've got a question, pick up the phones and give me a call. This is the new year. This is sometime in the new year. I don't know. It's January 4th or 5th, something like that. I don't know. It might even be the 6th. 877-943-9673. 877-943-9673. Somebody just texted in on the MacBook and asked how long I've been in the area, because they said they've been listening to me for 25 years. Well, I started my first practice in Ocala March 15th of 1993. So yeah, I've been on the radio for since April of 1993. I started a radio show called Sound Off with Dr. Michael Lange. Country Jim Kirk, rest his soul, in Ocala, Florida, gave me an opportunity to go on the radio, and that was the beginning of Ask the Doctor. And then I had a drive time show on Genesis Communications for about 10 years or so, where it was every day at 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Saturday. And then on Sundays, we did a live one at 1. So literally, I was on the radio every day. And then after that, I'd go and be on a station in Hernando from 4 to 5. I was on Sports Talk at noon every day. I was on another station, local station, Ocala, at 11 on certain days. So it was crazy. I did more talk radio than saw patients. But that's how we grew to 13 locations. I opened 13 Lange Eye Care and Associate locations, 3 LASIK centers, and the Lange Eye Institute over that period of time. And then I was really blessed to have a billion-dollar corporation want my practices more than I did, and I unloaded all of them except the Lange Eye Institute. So it was a good day. And I kept the Lange Eye Institute and kept about 30 employees and kept a couple of doctors. And I see patients in the Lange Eye Institute sometimes 5 days a week and sometimes 3 days a week, just depending. So I'm always there, at least on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you'd like to see me personally, or Dr. Lori Caputi, who was a classmate of mine, she's been with me for years, also an excellent primary eye care doc, you can call the Lange Eye Institute. That's 352-753-4014. That's 352-753-4014. You know, a lot of you out there have the flu right now, influenza, a virus, and a lot of you are going to your primary care physician and they give you an antibiotic. Antibiotics probably not doing anything for a virus. If they don't do a culture, then they don't know. Now, obviously, if you have this green stuff coming up, then it's probably a bacteria. But if it's just yellow mucousy stuff and a little brown, it's probably viral. And so what do? You got to do a few things. I'm going to tell you a few things really quick before we take the next call. Write this down. I started getting a nasty virus about 3 days ago. My daughter had it for about 3 days before that. And I did this combination and I knocked it out in 24 hours. And I feel like $1 million right now. So literally, you're going to take a combination of either A, Manuka honey or raw local honey. Get Manuka honey. That's the best. But heck, that's about $50 a jar. Raw local honey is probably $6 to $8 a jar. It's got to be local honey, okay, for the raw one because of the pollen, local pollen. So, and there's a reason for that, and we'll go over it in a second. Organic, extra virgin coconut oil, all right? Whey protein concentrate or isolate. If you're looking at the on social media right now, I'm holding up grass-fed whey isolate by Fortify. That's a great one to use. Matcha organic green tea. All right, this combination, put it in warm water or hot water, shake it up, and drink it down 3 times a day. The matcha or green tea has the highest amount of something called ECGs, all right, ECCGs. These are polyphenols and catechins. That's hard to say. Actually boost your immune system. Raw local honey has a blend of local pollen in it, believe it or not, and that kickstarts your immune system. It decreases your chance of having a pollen allergy as well. Coconut oil has lauric acid in it. The lauric acid is a medium-chain triglyceride. When it combines with another nutrient that's in coconut oil called capric acid, it kills viruses. The whey isolate has something called covalent bonded cysteine. Covalent bonded cysteine converts to glutathione, the master antioxidant in your body, kickstarts your immune system better than anything. So you take the combination of organic extra virgin coconut oil, Fortify grass-fed whey protein isolate, or the Fortify super protein, either one, raw local honey or Manuka honey, and matcha green tea, warm water, hot water, shake it all up, drink it down 3 times a day, and let me tell you, your virus will be helped significantly. Now, if you have high fever, go see a primary care physician. You know, if it's not getting better, go see your doctor. I mean, who knows? Maybe you need to be on an antibiotic. I don't like antibiotics. I actually use colloidal silver now, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons a day of colloidal silver before I ever get on an antibiotic. Last time I got on an antibiotic, it was clindamycin for an infected tooth, a wisdom tooth, and that's when I got the worst kidney stone most of you all know about I've ever had in my life. I never won a kidney stone. That was worse than breaking my leg in 5 places when I was racing motocross. The bone was sticking out in 2 places. I was laying on the track. That was painful. But the kidney stone was worse. All right. We're going back to the phones. All right. Stephen in Clearwater, Happy New Year, brother.
I need you to give me some advice.
All right.
Okay? How can you start a new job, you know, with your new second hour and immediately start demanding time off? I've been trying to get Christmas off for 40 years, and I can't get it off. You really got nerve. I'll tell you, I respect you for that. Anyway, us poor hotel people, we just can't do that. What I was going to ask you is, I think that when you're trying to get your glucose up, like if it goes too low, I would think orange juice would work better than apple juice because the sugar in orange juice is glucose. There's no need for conversion. Whereas with apple juice, it's fructose, which means that you'd have to get that enzyme going to break that from the sucrose-glucose bond down. It'd take longer.
Yep, you're right.
Now, I don't know.
No, you are right. Orange juice works very, very quickly, but most orange juice, I think you can buy some that doesn't have to be refrigerated, but most orange juice has to be refrigerated. You can buy those apple juices that don't have to be refrigerated, and you can keep them in your car.
Okay, I'm going to make a New Year's resolution for you. I'm going to be your coach on this. When is your non-disclosure, what do they call it, non-compete clause up in this area in Pinellas County?
I think it's March of next year.
Of next year, not this year.
Yep, March of 2021.
Well, there's something that I think you could do. There's a lot of ophthalmologist offices around here that, they're very good doctors, but they're crappy business people. That's very common in your industry, by the way.
Yep.
And what you could do is they could keep their name, like, the Smith Clinic or the Jones Clinic, a division of Lange Eye Care, so that they still could have the ego of keeping their name on it, but they would be part of your system. And I think it would be good for both them and you. It would be very easy to make the conversion, and it would relieve them of a lot of stress, and you'd have a good income flow. I think it would be just like it would be like the Smith Clinic, a division of Lange Eye Care. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I had done. I don't know if you knew or listened to the radio show back over 4 years ago, but that's what I had done. I had 13 locations. I had oculoplastic surgeons, retina specialists, general cataract surgeons, cornea specialists, glaucoma specialists. We had all of that in with our group. And it was really a neat situation. And I tried to get docs that were all in tune with nutrition as well and had an open mind for natural approaches. But who knows? I think I will take that under advisement. And, I'm still young. So I think maybe an office in this area or near Safety Harbor, near Clearwater, someplace around where I'm living now would be nice. So I don't have to drive all the way to the villages. Huh.
Yeah, and there's a high demand because of the retirement, level of retirement people down here. The population's growing. Right. A lot of the older guys are retiring now. Retirements tend to go in waves in different professions. The younger guys are coming up. They're looking for a way to get going quicker. And I think it would be, and there's certainly a demand. All you have to do to know you could be successful is go out to US 19 and watch the way people drive, and you'll see we need ophthalmologists around here.
Right. And, we have a lot of patients that come see me at the Lange Eye Institute from Sarasota and from Tampa and from Clearwater. hundreds and hundreds of them. So it'd be much more convenient for them, that's for sure. So we'll see what happens. Yeah,
or you could get a little paddy wagon, and that's how my uncle was an optometrist, and instead of him having an office, he was out in the desert, where it's very sparse out there in Utah, and he used to go around to all the Indian reservations and do he couldn't do he had to do kind of not the best, that he didn't have all the modern equipment with him, but he could get basic eye exams. And they'd always want to pay him in chickens and blankets. But you have to do that. You gotta get a little paddy wagon and go around and do eye care that way.
You never know. I could convert the motor coach when I get tired of racing. I can convert into a rolling eye care clinic.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of like some of those things that go through Africa, for the eyes. Okay, very good. We'll see you next week.
All right, Steve, take care. Bye-bye. And once again, I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very happy and healthy New Year's season. We're probably going to take a break here in just a minute, but I'm going to talk another minute before we take the break. I want to mention anybody out there that's an owner of a gym, all right, a health food store, you're a personal trainer, you're a chiropractor, you're a life coach, you're a medical practitioner, I'm inviting you to become an authorized distributor for the Fortify nutritional products, okay? And, of course, you'll be able to put the new Fortify Performance line in, All you got to do is call Dr. Hall at the Ocala office. So I'm reaching out saying it's time to become a Fortify team member. Remember, we used to be only in doctor's offices. Fortify vitamins could only be found in doctor's offices. But now I want to reach the masses. I really do. So therefore, gym owners, health food store owners, personal trainers, chiropractors, life coaches, and certainly medical practitioners, optometrists, optometric physicians, ophthalmologists. If you're interested in the Fortify nutritional line and the Fortify performance nutritional line, get in touch with Dr. Hall at the Ocala office. I'm going to give you the phone number twice. That is 866-503-9746, 866-503-9746. With that, we're going to take a break, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
You're listening to Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lange. The vitamins and supplements mentioned in this program are available at fortify.com. That's FORTIFEYE.com.
There's nothing more frustrating and irritating than chronic dry eye. It never stops. The itching, the scratching feeling, the fatigue and weariness. If you're suffering from chronic dry eye, go to fortify.com and join thousands who've discovered Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy, a combination of Fortify Super Omega, Fortify Focus, and Fortify Blackcurrant Oil GLA. Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy works to address oxidation and inflammation in the eye and the entire body. This combination, once only available to patients in the doctor's office, has now become available to you. And already, countless numbers of listeners have found relief with Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. If you or someone you care about struggles with dry, itchy, exhausted eyes, order Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy today at fortify.com. That's FORTIFEYE.com, or call 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746 and at fortify.com.
While others are hitting happy hour, you're hitting the gym. While they're hoisting mugs, you're lifting kettlebells. You owe it to yourself to get the most out of your fitness regimen before and after your workout with Fortify Fit. Fortify Fit's power-packed formula is designed to enhance muscle synthesis, strength, and endurance. All evidence-based nutrients in this proprietary formula are well documented and backed in good clinical studies. Taken before and after your workout, Fortify Fit is also hailed for what it doesn't contain. No dyes, artificial flavors, or carrageenan. With Fortify Fit, you get all you need to get the most out of your workout without needless additives and sketchy sweeteners. Order Fortify Fit today at fortify.com. That's FORTIFEYE.com, or call 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. 866-503-9746. And at fortify.com.
All right. Whew. That was a quick bathroom run. I had to run down the hall. I made it back. All right, you're listening to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host. This is the last part of the first hour. Give me a call if you got a question regarding your vision or eye care. 877-943-9673. That's 877-943-9673. All right, I'm going to give you a few websites you can check out. Learn a lot more about what we have to offer. A new website is drmichaellangracing.com. drmichaellangracing.com. Check it out. It will link up to everything that we do. And you can also go to our podcast channel on there. So any of these shows, you can go to the new podcast channel. We archive them, and it has a title and has a little description of each show. So you can always go back and listen to the show. If you want to watch the show, you got to go to YouTube, Ocular Health channel on YouTube. Just go to Ocular Health channel, Dr. Michael Lange on YouTube, and you can watch it. Or you can watch it on Facebook, LinkedIn, what's that other one? Periscope, Twitter. You can watch it on those. And I do recommend follow me on social media. You can follow me on most social medias by going to that website, drmichaellangracing.com. We're in the process of redoing the drmichaellang.com website. It's still up and going. We're doing a total a remodel of that thing. And we're going to have a blog section on there where I'm writing articles, and I'll be able to answer questions from all of our viewers and listeners. So once again, phone lines are open. I'm going to take some calls here. 877-943-9673. That's 877-943-9673. We are live on Sky 97.3 FM. That's in the Gainesville, Ocala Lake City market. That's an amazing radio station. I was one of the first. Actually, Jeff Davis was the first talk show on that. I came on right after him, so I was the first 1 hour talk show on 97.3 FM, The Sky. We should probably get an award soon. Anyway, we're broadcasting, I hear, loud and clear through that network. Certainly 820 AM and the FM affiliates, we're broadcasting live through them as well. Remember, in about 10, 15 minutes, we're going to be switching the dial. I stay here in the studios. I'm broadcasting from Salem Studios, Salem Media here in Tampa Bay area. We're going to be shooting over to 8:60 a.m. in the Tampa Bay area, 9:30 a.m. in Sarasota. And all of you back in Lake City or in New Orleans or Oregon that are watching, you can go to social media. Just go to Facebook, Dr. Michael Lang, Facebook. Or Fortify Vitamins Facebook, or Twitter, Dr. Michael Lang, or Instagram. Instagram is Dr. Michael Lang _, all right? Dr. Michael Lang _ on Instagram. And then certainly YouTube. You can go to YouTube and watch it as well live. That would be just Dr. Michael Lang on YouTube. But the simplest one is probably Facebook, Dr. Michael Lang, Facebook, or Instagram. Facebook has a bigger field of view because I am live on our MacBook that has a really cool camera system, wide angle, that goes on all of Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, and then Instagram, for whatever reason, doesn't go through the MacBook. So I got a cell phone on a tripod picking me up on Instagram. Hey, guys. All right. We're getting loaded up. Before I go to the next call, I want to talk about something before we take the next few calls about dry eye. We talk about dry eye naturally. People have sandy, gritty, burny, teary, itchy eyes all the time. Dry eyes. You're on a computer. You're getting older. You drink a lot of booze. You take antihistamines. Your eyes are dry. So there's a combination of things you do. You heat up the lids. You clean the lids. You lubricate the eyes. You nutrify the glands. So the nutrification process, there's a lot of things out there you can buy. The top dog for dry eye therapy nutrition on the market right now, I'm going to brag, is something I developed. It's called Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. It comes in a box with 3 bottles. It's only $62. If you bought those bottles individually, you'd be closer to $100. So it's got the Fortify Super Omega, the Fortify Focus, and the new Fortify Black Currant Seed Oil. Those 3 work synergistically together, in harmony together, to reduce dry eye symptomology, to reduce inflammation in the meibomian glands, to help you secrete a healthier tear film. Also reduces inflammation in your joints. It's one of the best things in the world for your vascular system, your heart, your brain. It's great for your skin. So it's called Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. Check it out at fortify.com. You can buy $150 worth, and you'll see a streaming code at the top of the website. Gives you 15% off plus free shipping. It's already discounted 25% to begin with at $62. So then you get another 15% off. You got to buy $150 worth, though, but you're going to get free shipping as well. So it's a good deal. Fortify Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. Now, let's say you try all of this and you got dry eye. You heat the lids, you clean the lids, you lubricate, you use this nutrification system, and you still have dry eyes. There's a new procedure that we're doing at the Lange Eye Institute now. Stephanie is certified to do it. She's one of my technicians. She does an amazing job. She's done a ton of them now that's working very well. It's called iLux. It is the only, I repeat, the only FDA-approved device that is used by a technician or a doctor that is handheld in the office that actually heats up the meibomian glands and squeezes the meibomian glands, and you can actually watch the meibomian glands being evacuated, the gook and the gum and the waxy toothpaste cottage cheese substance in your glands coming out. None of the other devices, you can't watch it actually happen. This is the only device that does that. It works. It opens up these meibomian glands. So this is something that we do at the Lange Institute. It's painless. It takes 15 minutes to do. It's $599 to have that procedure done. It's not covered by your insurance. So if you have chronic dry eyes, inflamed lids, upper and lower eyelids are inflamed, and your eyes are just irritated, this might be a procedure that is valuable that could help you dramatically. And it should last a minimum of 2 years. It's called iLux. Check it out on the web, iLux. Go to langeyecare.com or drmichaellang.com. You can watch a little video on it. All right, with that, we're going to the phones. Let's go to Mary in Bradenton. Mary, good morning.
Good morning. I've been a long-time listener. I love your show. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
I have a couple of questions. One, to tap into your eye knowledge and nutritional knowledge. I had a bicycle accident on Christmas. A dog chased after me, and I lost my balance and fell on my left side. Hit my head. There's a gouge over my left eye, and also fractured my elbow and hurt my left side. But for the eye, is there anything I should be watching out for?
Yeah, anytime you have any trauma.
What could I be doing nutritionally to overcome the trauma?
All right, so anytime you have any type of traumatic event to the head or the periorbital region or to your body in general, remember the eye has vitreous in its gel, and you get like a whiplash effect in the eye, and it can pull on your retina. And so you would know by now if you had this, but if you had a sudden onset of flashing lights or floaters, thousands of floaters or a big giant floater in your vision, and it was new associated to the fall, you need to get into your optometrist, optometric physician, ophthalmologist, and have your eyes dilated, okay, to make sure that you don't have a retinal tear or retinal detachment, which obviously, if you did, you would have these symptoms, so you obviously haven't had that, okay? So there are some things that I recommend that are very good for the eye, for the retina, for the skin, improve circulation to the eye, but actually are good for every cell in your body. And there's two big ones that come to mind, and that is omega-3. If you only took one supplement, omega-3 is the way to go, if you only took one. But the problem is most omega-3 you buy over the counter is either coming from krill oil, which I call a nutritional scam because there's not enough omega-3 to do anything, right? You have to take 50 pills a day to get to a level that is therapeutic. They make squid oil. It's an ethyl ester molecule. Most fish oil has ethanol attached to the backbone that you buy over the counter. If it's a triglyceride form omega-3 fish oil and you buy it over the counter, it's close to $50, so it's expensive. And there's a few good companies, but they're very expensive. So that's why I developed Fortify Super Omega and now Fortify Super Omega-3 Max. It is the most potent triglyceride form omega-3 in the industry right now, and it retails for $35, and then you can always get that discount when you buy X amount of dollars worth. So number one, omega-3, and the reason for that is it improves circulation to the eye, the brain, and every part of your body, and it has some nutrients that have been shown to help combat against dry eye, all right, and help with pressure in the eye, so glaucoma patients, and help bring nutrients to the retina. And so when I say bring nutrients, it acts as a shuttle system, bring carotenoids to the retina. And so the second supplement I recommend is called Fortify Focus. Focus is a combination of 3 carotenoids, lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin, in a fish gelatin with a non-GMO olive oil as the delivery system. It's the only one in the industry that has 6 milligrams of astaxanthin in a fish gelatin. And so the combination of those two help the eye, especially because the carotenoids improve something called macular pigment density. So that improves macular health, guards against blue light damage that's everywhere in our environment, all right? And then the astaxanthin improves choroidal circulation to the eye and lowers inflammation and oxidative stress, not only in the eye, but every cell in the body. Remember, these nutrients that we're talking about cross the blood-retinal barrier and the blood-brain barrier. So if they're eye healthy, they're brain healthy as well. And the music's on. That means we probably got to go.
Thank you.
All right, take care. And Linda, I'm sorry we're not going to be able to get to you, but if you can call back at the next hour, same number, call back in about 7 minutes, Linda, and I'll get to your question in the next hour. All right, I'm out of here. I'll be back, so stay tuned for more Ask the Doctor.